Hi guys, and welcome to another devlog of my new upcoming game. My name is Marcus, aka Phodex Games, and I'm here to deliver true indie games made with heart and soul. Today, we will take a look at the bow and arrow system, and I will show you the very cool destructibles I built for the game. So stay tuned, get ready, and let's go! So, I already showed you the new bow animations, and I'm very happy to present them ready and working in the game. So without further ado, let's jump right into the footage and take a look at the bow in action. Very cool thing you can see here is that you now can charge the bow and you can load your shot and make it more powerful, and I really think that adds a lot of fun to the gameplay and also makes it a little bit more realistic. And also, the bow is actually physically correctly physically calculated. As you can see here, it's bouncing off the wall, although the physics are a little bit buggy, as you can see here, if I hit this character. Another thing, which I find personally pretty cool, is the weapon trail, which especially is funny when the arrow is bouncing off the wall. So overall, that whole bow system and the animations and the charging and everything really feels so much better than in Bladequest. It feels more realistic, it feels heavier, and it just has something to it that you can like charge your bow. And especially if I will add some sound effects later on, I think that whole bow shooting thing will be pretty cool. So that was the new bow and arrow shooting mechanic. The game which inspired me here actually was Crysis 3. I know back when I played the game, I really loved that bow, and as you can see, I have created a similar kind of animation. Pretty different from the one of Bladequest, which was inspired from the good old Oblivion. I think it's going to be a challenge to balance the bow with the melee weapons so that you, as a player, feel like they both have their benefits and that you like to use them. But we will see how everything is going. I'm excited to see everything in action, to see the melee combat work together with the range combat, to see the AI behave to the range combat. Because if you have range combat, what you have to take care of is, for example, if I'm attacking an enemy from the distance and he's like not seeing me, how does he react? So you have a whole new kind of behavior you need. And in my first video, I introduced that seeking behavior actually, which I needed for the bow combat. In Bladequest, I solved this by simply aggro the AI whenever you attack him, even if it's not seeing you, so it already knows always knows where you are. And this time I have the seeking behavior, which actually, as mentioned sometimes before, would allow a stealth mechanic, but we will see if I will add it. But especially that bow thing, it would be cool if there would be a stealth mechanic. Like with nearly every aspect of the new game, I think I've done a much better job with the bow system than the one I had in Bladequest. Of course, this whole thing is missing some cool sound effects, but of course that's coming in the future, so no worries about that. Okay, the next thing, which, when you remember, I already introduced as a new feature when I was using the old engine, are the destructible objects. For them, I for the first time added some sound effects just because I wanted to get an idea how it would feel in the end. Okay, but enough waffling here, let's take a look at it in action. Okay, here they are, 3 wonderful boxes waiting to get destroyed, and I just will be silent for a second that you can hear the sound effects. So as you can see, I added some cool particle effects to the whole thing, which work perfectly together with the sound effects. Of course, they are all the same, and I will add a variety of sound effects later on, but I think it really feels satisfying, and that whole destructible thing is really something I love to see in a game. It comes close to the kicking feature I also like pretty much. Okay, another thing I did is I destroyed some boxes with the bow actually, so we can merge the first feature I introduced with the second one, which is pretty funny actually, so let's take a look at it. Here we have the 3 boxes again, and I will be silent so you can hear the very cool sound effects. Okay, that was it, and really guys, I think I could do that like the whole day, just placing more and more boxes, stacking them on top of each other, shooting them, destroying them, crushing them, and hearing the sound effect, seeing the coins exploding out of the box, and really this is a really satisfying thing, and I like it very, very much. So whenever the player is destroying a box, he will receive some loot actually, so that's the whole sense of these boxes. I actually took some inspiration from the good old Lego games, where you can get coins by destroying your whole surrounding, which is pretty cool and which was a lot of fun, and I find it very satisfying. Of course, there will be many different types of crates and boxes you can destroy in the final game, but still, it looks pretty cool, and I think it will add some fun and satisfaction to the gameplay. I'm looking forward how you guys will react to it, because I remember when people were playing Bladequest, like everyone tried to destroy the boxes standing around, and I felt so bad that it did just not work. Okay, that's it for today's devlog. So what are your thoughts about the new stuff? And what do you think about the new bow system? Do you like that you can charge the bow? And what about the destructibles? Do you like that feature? And what would you like to see to be destroyed? Tell me in the comments down below. I read it all and will try to implement as many of your ideas as possible, as long as they fit into the game and are achievable in a reasonable amount of time, of course. And once more, if you want to find out more about me or Phodex Games or game dev stuff in general, check out my other series, Game Dev Answers, and maybe leave a subscription if you like the content, if you want to support a true indie developer like I am one, okay? And now I'm an asshole saying this from myself. You can also, hey guys, also support all the indie developers, okay? Like Thin Matrix, Tim Ruswick. There are cool dudes out there, okay? Just support them, leave a subscription, because then you allow their games to get more successful, we can grow, we can create better games with heart and soul, and that's really the goal, and that's a benefit for you, okay? I mean, you are not going to subscribe because it's good for me. You don't care about me, and that's all right, okay? And another thing, last but not least, if you meet 1,000 subscribers, you know it, I will give out free games every second week. So there are really a bunch of benefits for you if you're subscribing. And as always guys, stay damn cool. Have a great day and see you next time.